This morning, we're talking all things Mariemont Warriors with AD Tom Nerl. Coach, how are we doing this morning?
Doing well, Rob. Good to see you again on Monday morning. God, what a great week of weather we had last
Oh,
week. Yeah,
fabulous.
and then the kids get to go out and sweat it out this week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, school year's off. We start Wednesday. School year's off to a good start, and so we're just excited to have home football here this week. Get all the games started. So and
That's
we're
great.
we're excited to get going.
Everything's underway. Let's start with cross country. How
Yeah.
did the Moeller Primetime Invitational? I know you when we talked last week, you said the kids just love running at night. It's a nice environment. And how did everything go? Was it a good evening for the Warriors?
It was, the track up there, the course up there at Christchurch, it's flat, so people can get around and see everything. And a great night to run. And it's Friday night, so they like to get out there and do it. Girls had a great meet. They finished second as a
Wow,
team.
nice.
Senior Caroline Buck, she was the champ of the race, so beat everybody. And
Great.
the speedy sophomore Mary McIntosh, she finished fourth. So those two are picking up right where they left off last year. The boys as a team finished fourth. Jonathan Hester for us finished 23rd. So, if you know the scoring for cross country, we must be running in a pack to finish 23rd and then still finish fourth as a team. So it's a good start for them on their first meet. And then this week they'll head out to Loveland for a Loveland Invitational out at home
Home
of
of
the
the
Brave
Brave.
Park. Yeah, and they're running 8 o'clock. So hopefully they beat the heat because it's going to be miserable all week. But it should be hopefully high 60s by the start of the race, and they can rip off another good race. So they're off to a
Or
good
they
start.
have the music blaring at home of the Brave Park. That's what I hear. That the music's blaring during the run, and
Is
it's
that
a lot
something?
of fun.
I think it's a pretty tight. I don't know where they run once they get back into the woods and everything else, but that's a pretty neat park there. But yeah, I mean a lot of these races they do a great job. The kids are there. It's really a festival atmosphere. So
Well,
good to see them off and running.
that's great. Good luck to them this week, and congrats on their success at the prime time. Let's
Thanks.
go to the gridiron. Varsity traveled up to Oakwood on Friday night. They were on the short end, 21-14. It sounds like there were some mistakes, and once they get those cleaned up, get on the winning side of the ledger and get to host the Indians from Norwood this Friday at Kuzel Stadium. So that's going to be
Yeah. Yeah, we're making progress from where we were 3 weeks ago with our first scrimmage with CHCA. So we're making progress. The problem, we got a lot of young guys. You're replacing quarterbacks, receivers
yep.
from a talented class last year. So the learning has to come quick. But it seemed like third down and offensive penalties really did us in this year. We had our opportunities. We're to the 31 time, pulled the field goal, and that's on his back. But first game kicking field goals, he put a little bit more juice on it, and so it was wide left. As a Buffalo Bills fans, always
Ah,
always.
they've heard that
Oh
before.
yeah, we had to go down there, but we were in the 30. We're down on the 30, maybe two or three times, didn't cash in. Miscues or just they stopped us, but I think they might have had eight third down conversions and just peppering the passes outside, and then two drives, holding penalties. They just kill you, and so you can't have that, especially on the road. But a lot of good things to look at in that game. Max Duckwall, he rushed for 100 yards. And they're keying on him late in the game, and so Max still getting that yardage. He runs hard. He's hard to bring down on one pop. And Zach Mayer threw for 209 yards, and Talon Vianello had 120 yards receiving and a touchdown. So Evan List had a long touchdown to get us on the board as well. So a lot of good things there. We, as you said, we come home on Friday for our home opener. That's against Norwood Indians. Right now, it's a 7 o'clock start. It's also our Hall of Fame game.
Nice.
So yeah, we got some old timers coming in this year. The last couple of years, we've had some young inductees, but Mike Miller from class of 2007, he was football and lacrosse, and Erica Frankie, she was a basketball player, volleyball player, uh, track star for us as well, and she went on to play in college. She'll be back. Danny Renner, a defensive back for us in football and a shortstop outfielder in baseball. He's going in. Drake Peterson will join his brother Reed in our Hall of Fame. Drake's from the class of 2008. He was football and lacrosse. And then our state champion in the group is Leah Dupre, a state champion during her swimming career. She graduated in 16 and she joins her brother Ren in the Hall of Fame. And so those festivities take place at 4 o'clock at the National Exemplar with our Hall of Fame dinner. And
Nice.
then we will put them in the Hall of Fame at halftime of, as you said, our game with Norwood. So big weekend, hopefully great weather and just a big crowd to bring everyone back home.
Yeah, that's exciting. Best of luck to the football team and all the staff this week with the home opener. Let's switch over to the links, boys and girls golf.
Yeah.
It's like there's a try match tonight at the always tough Camargo Country Club. Coach, you gonna walk the Camargo Country Club with them today?
It's kind of hot out there. I may show up there, yeah, it's hard places to walk, right? But yeah, you're right. Indian Hill, Madera today. And then I think they're back up there on Wednesday with Country Day. So wow, high school golfer, let's go play Camargo. Okay.
I
That
mean, my
sounds
goodness.
like a deal.
Hopefully they realize how special that is that they get to play a course like that.
Oh my gosh, Camargo, Cincinnati, or Terrace Park. So you had to be a teenager and just go out and play it. But they're on a good run. They beat Wyoming last Tuesday, so that actually puts us up a half game in the standings for the golf.
Nice.
Since they won the preview. So Wyoming's got a really hot golfer right now. He's below average, but we got some hot golfers too. So Carter McGahee, Will Stevens, JP Whittakin. We've talked about them before. And then Cooper Drum joins a group this week. Those are all top 10 golfers in the CHL. And so hopefully they stay hot. And that Bexley Invitational this weekend is always a good one. It's a large meet, about 18 teams. So hopefully we can cash in and do some good there.
Yeah, it's great. And then the girls, they have a try at Terrace Park on
Yeah.
Tuesday with Seven Hills and Madera. So that's another nice course to go play. Terrace Park's nice and quaint and tight. It's a good course.
Yeah, I think we'll walk that one.
Yeah.
Because I know my way around a little bit there from people being nice and taking me out. But yeah, so they got Country Day and Indian Hill there. They beat Taylor last week. They lost to Madera by 4 strokes, and so we're kind of back and forth with Madera in the league right now. We have Seven Hills and Madera Tuesday at out at Terrace Park, and then Wyoming, I believe. And so Charlotte Solar and the group are still ripping it, having good matches. And so we'll see what happens with them tomorrow. But a big week. It's kind of an off week for a lot of our athletes because we have Camp Kern, where we take all the sixth graders
That's great.
in our two elementary schools out to Camp Kern, and our seniors serve as counselors for the week. So it's going to be hot. It's not overnighter anymore. So 2 days, half the seniors go, 2 days, the other half go, and just really get the kids to come together from the two elementaries and become warriors as they join the junior high next year. So, yeah, a couple matches for the girls, and we'll see what happens with those.
Sounds great. Best of luck to them.
ESP Media is excited to be celebrating our 15th year of operations. We specialize in podcasts, streaming broadcasts, and website design and operations. If interested in one of our services, please contact us at 513-655-4966. That's 513-655-4966. Or email us at sales@espmediasn.com. That's sales@espmediasn.com.
Let's go to the pitch. Let's talk boys and girls soccer. It looks like boys soccer on Tuesday traveled to Indian Hill and then play McNicholas on Saturday. So two matches this week, and it's going to be a little hot traveling to Indian Hill on Tuesday. Hopefully it'll cool off a little bit by Saturday, but two matches for the boys team this week.
Yeah, they're off and running. Opened the season with a tie against Seven Hills. I think we talked about that last week. 1-1. Beat Ross 2-1 on a PK last week. So get the record there. Went up to Grandview on Saturday and lost 1-0. They have shots. We just got to finish right now. And so Max Murphy and the crew just getting up and Coach is confident in his group. We just got to find that mix. And so, as we have in the past, we just figure things out as we get into the season. And it's tough because you have one of your rivals in the first league game of the year, and it's at Indian Hill, and that's a big that's a big early season match because
Yes.
we're in the same division as them as a tournament this year in Division 4 for soccer. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and then GCL school in McNick on Saturday at 1:15 and 3:30. So hopefully get a couple W's this week, and then take the break for Labor Day.
Yeah, it sounds good. On the girls' side of the ledger, if you will, let's see, hosting Indian Hill on Wednesday, and then hosting Lehman Catholic on Saturday. So 2 matches for them. So tough Indian Hill squad coming to Kuzel, and then same with Lehman Catholic. Where's Lehman? Is that Toledo area?
Hey, Lehman's up in Sydney Lehman. Yeah, right up there, right as you get around Indian Lake area, I guess. So yeah, they've always been a good match for us as
Great.
we played. Girls tied Grandview Heights last week 2-2. Claire Kessler with 2 of them in the net there, and then last week beating a very strong Ross team. Ross is always physical, always a good team, but a 4-1 win there really kind of got our attention. And then the previous Saturday with a 2-1 win over CHCA. So they're off to a good start. Claire Kessler with 3 goals in their early running, and Addie Zawali has leads the league in assists, I believe. So it's a very talented, it's a very young group, and so they have Indian Hill at home on they have Indian home at home on Wednesday. That's going to be a good early season match, just like the boys, and will help us find out where we are. We're a little bit up in the air. The Lehman match may move just because they have some um, difficulties with individuals going away and being injured. So we may push that game back a week or so, but right now we're definitely on with Indian Hill on Wednesday. Home crowd should be a great crowd. Hope everyone comes out and supports the girls. They're fun to watch, and well, both teams are, but they're fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, best of luck to them as well. And
Thanks.
whenever Indian Hill and Mariemont girls soccer get together, it's going to be a good match. So get out and
Yep.
buy some tickets and support the Warriors. Let's
Yep.
let's go to the hardcore talk girls tennis. Their season's moving right along. Looks like they host Seton tonight at Mariemont Elementary. Also, then Indian Hill on Tuesday, and that'll wrap up the week of matches for girls tennis.
Yeah, they have a light week this week because of Camp Kern, what we talked about. A 5-0 start for the girls, off to a great start after graduating a lot last year. We knew we had some strong pieces. Didn't know it was going to be this strong early on, but a 4-1 win over Lakota West last week, a 4-1 win over Country Day, really nice wins, and a 5-0 win over King. So a really good week last week. Lucy Glassmeyer, Lucy Hanser doing the work in singles, and then Katie Tully's got a little single work in there too, but she's also been with Lauren Gahn in the doubles, and Sophia Parker's in with them. So that crew right there, pulling a lot of work right now, and off to a good start. So hopefully we get everything taken care of this week. The weather, it's not going to rain, so they can survive the heat and get out there and hopefully notch up a couple more W's.
Yeah, good luck to them. Congratulations. Let's go inside. Girls volleyball looks like they will travel to Seven Hills tonight, then travel to Indian Hill on Tuesday, and then host on Saturday the McNicholas Rockets. So a busy week for
It
girls
is a busy
volleyball.
week, and they're off to a 3-2 start. They had a split on Saturday, lost New Richmond, beat Norwood, but last week lost to Madera and beat Finneytown, and we mentioned this before. They're a young team, and they're getting their experience quick. So this will be a kind of a telltale week for them. Indian Hills strong, McNick's strong come out of there, and Seven Hills is always near the top of their league as well.
Sure.
Olivia Carlson, she's one of the blocks leaders in the CHL right now. Ellie Seichter, I think she's about 4th in the CHL with assists, and Samantha Gahn with 30 digs in the early part of the season. So the young players stepping up and playing right now. So it'll be fun to watch them progress as we get through the year. And the Saturday morning match with McNick is here at 10-11. love to see a lot of people come out. And if you're going to go to Indian Hill tomorrow, you can, stop at the volleyball match and then go down the street and watch a boys soccer match. So a little 2-for-1 action there, but good luck to them this week. And yeah, they seem to be finding their way a little bit. We'll see what this week brings.
Great. Good luck to them. And just to recap, home football game Friday at Cousel Stadium against the Norwood Indians. It's Hall of Fame night. Some great former athletes getting honored, I'm assuming at halftime. You can get tickets at MariemontSports.com. Get out and support the Warriors. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a little hot, but it's still August, so it's supposed to be hot. So,
Yep. Still August and the sun's going down, so it'll be a little bit cooler. If you're coming to the games and you haven't got your booster pass yet, your season tickets, get online and get those, beat the lines and support the boosters. But everything's Mariemont and 2 weeks in and we're hitting our stride. So hope to see everyone out there.
Fantastic, Tom. As always, thank you for your time. Have a super week. We'll touch base in 2 weeks and go Warriors and have a great week. Thanks for your time.
That was good. Thanks, Rob. See you.
Thanks for tuning into this week's podcast for all of the up-to-date information on your teams. See you online next week for all of the latest on your AD podcast.